It's the AG and Nana show. Started off as friends, now we all we know. The love grows, it all started from hello. And we in this forever, we'll never be saying adios. I'd like to welcome you to AG and Nana show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the AG and Anna gang. You feel me?
Welcome back to the AG and Anna podcast.
Oh yeah, this is the podcast. You feel me? We thought we'd try something new for y'all. Listen, Anna, just go ahead and describe why they can't hear us through the microphones right now, because we can't hear ourselves.
Yeah. So I'm still gonna talk into the. We're both still gonna talk into the microphone.
Just because it seems cool. You feel me?
No, we're at least gonna try. You know.
We're still gonna record the audio.
So I still have recording the audio through my phone. But I wasn't sure how to hook it up to the camera and whatnot, and we thought somebody was going to be here to help us set everything up, and we only have the studio reserved.
This shit confusing as fuck.
I saved this audio, and we can still upload this to Spotify or something like that, but starting out for our first podcast, bear with us. But if you did want to listen to this without the video, that's why we're still talking in the microphone and everything.
See why I be kind of off because you just talk so much. Like, what did you talking to? All you had to do, hey look, it's confusing as y'all can see. It's confusing as y'all can see. So next episode, episode 2, on the AG and Anna podcast, y'all will hear the audio. But for this one, it's just going to be straight to the camera. But it's cool because we can still hear each other. AG and Anna podcast, you feel me? We thought we'd hit y'all with something different. Right now, we're looking at one episode a week. So every week on the same day, we're going to drop an episode. So as you guys know, today is episode 1 at AG and Anna's podcast. Next week will be episode 2. We're going to have different topics. Back with the Breakfast Club, 107. No, I'm fucking with y'all. All right, come on. Let's get serious.
So as you guys can tell by today's title, we're going to be talking about a couple different things.
And our first topic is going to be how social media has affected our generation. And I feel like social media has affected our generation super. I feel like our generation is social media.
Yeah, definitely.
Our whole generation is social media. Real shit. Everything runs through social media.
I feel like everything, from especially our age group, from 20 to 25, it's like.
Oh, hell no. From 13 with the kids.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying our generation kind of started it. If you're about in the age, 20 to 25 right now, this is when it really, really got big. So I feel like it's had a super, super impact on everything that anybody does nowadays.
And I feel like that's for the good and bad. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Social media come with a lot of clout chasing, a lot of niggas, a lot of females and males faking who they are and shit not real. I mean, so it come with good and bad. And think about how many jobs social media has brought. Ain't that shit crazy?
Yeah, I feel like social media, I want to touch back on what you said about it being a drug to people and stuff like that. Clout.
Clout is really a
drug.
You could go heroin, crack, weed, clout. It's really a drug. You would be amazed what people do for clout.
And we've seen it firsthand. It's ridiculous.
I wouldn't lie to y'all.
I mean, I feel like us, we don't have a huge following yet. We have a little following, but we wouldn't consider ourselves huge, but we can tell just based off of how certain people have acted that, it's definitely clout.
I mean, even if it's a little clout, niggas like a little clout, but the thing is, it's also positive though, because don't
get me wrong, social media is not all bad.
You can get rich off of social media. There's thousands of jobs created by social media. So it's social media at the end of the day is a great thing. It's not a negative thing. It's a great thing. It's hella people are rich off of it. It's employed a lot of people. Imagine how many, when we're the aftermath, 40 years from now, everybody records and take pictures of everything. So 40 years from now, your grandkids or just yourself, you're gonna be able to see all the shit you did when you was 20 years old. You're gonna be able to see everything. So you feel me?
Definitely gonna have a lot, our grandkids and kids will have a lot to look back on. But yeah, like you said, social media is a lot of positive and a lot of cons. So like you said, there's a lot of jobs. And then 2, what would you say some cons are with social media?
Besides the clout chasing and just...
Oh wait, I know. Go ahead though.
The fakeness. Y'all, everybody know, y'all done seen it before too. This shit real. You can see somebody, you'll know somebody. You'll know somebody personally, and they social media is a whole different them. You don't even recognize them. You recognize them. I'm not talking about looks. I'm just talking about the way they carry themselves. Everything on social media, that'd be way different than how I mean, I understand people change too and mature, but it's like social media is a lot of fake shit. Like, no funny shit for my guys out there. Like, for example, like, I mean, it could go reverse too. I'm not saying that to the girls. I'm sure there's niggas like this too, but like, it's a lot of girls that niggas thirst over because they have a lot of followers or something, and it's like, you don't even know the real, like, shit not even, that's all I'm gonna say, like, shit we have, and like, you know what I'm trying to say. The same thing with the guys, though. Like, social media, basically what I'm saying is, it can look like you balling and look like you on top, but the whole time in real life, it's not like that. That's all I'm saying.
That's what, another thing too, like, don't ever believe everything that you see on social media, because nobody's going to post the bad things that are happening in their life ever. So, and another thing is too, social media comparison is the thief of joy. So if you're always on social media comparing your life or, you know, what somebody else is doing to what you're doing, you're never going to be happy ever. So you have to realize when you get on the app, it's all a facade. I mean, and that's what social media is for. So you have to keep that in mind when you're using it. But I mean, it's also a fun thing too. I hate when people are like, oh my God, social media ruined my relationship. Social media didn't ruin your relationship. Yeah. You let social media ruin your relationship.
You let social media into your life, because like, y'all know us, but there's a lot that they don't know about us.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and don't get me wrong too, like, we don't post our bad days. Like, we obviously argue. We're not perfect. Like,
you gotta realize nobody about to get on. I mean, yeah, you got them people you like they tripping, but nobody about to get on Instagram and be like, went to the Gucci store, but I couldn't afford the shoes. Nobody's about to, you feel me? They only gonna post it when they buy the shoes, whether it's now or 6 months from now. So when you get on social media, especially our generation, it's all flexed out. So you gonna see how the niggas flexing. So you might think like, damn, you could be somebody who got, let me put it like this. You can be somebody who got your own crib and your own car. You could be paying rent and car note, and you could be paying it consistently, but you can't really get swagged out like that. But you got your own crib and car, and it could be a nigga living with his mom at his mom's crib at 24 years old, not paying no bills, you feel me, not doing shit. But then, since he living with his mom, not paying no bills, he could go buy some Gucci shoes. Everybody think this nigga swagged out on Instagram the whole time he living with his moms. You feel me? You think he ahead of you, but really you ahead of him. You paying rent and got your own car payment. He living with his moms at 32 years old, but bought some Gucci shoes, and you thinking like, damn, that nigga up.
I've always thought too, like, no, it really is, but I've always thought too, like, if you can pay your rent, pay your car, or own a house, own a car, and then flex, that's a flex. That's a flex. But if, like, I don't know.
But that's where social media coming apart, because it'll just be, I mean, like, you should always be proud of what you can do, regardless of like where you at. Like, don't get me wrong, always be proud, but you just can't let social media.
Yeah, don't let it get to you.
No, you can't let it get to you. You feel me? Because it's like, I mean, it's just everybody posts what they flexing. You feel me? So it's like, you can't let that shit get to you.
Or too, I have to bring up, there's this interview, remember, with Jay-Z, and basically the interview was basically saying, you'll see somebody that has, like, for example, we obviously know Jay-Z's very rich, but he don't wear no chains, like, he don't do none of that. Now, before, when he used to be broke, you would see him with all that shit, but now that he's up, he don't even be doing none of that anymore. But so it's social media, back to just saying you never really know.
I was about to say, but that's where you gotta have a good eye though, because I even when people, I got a good eye at just, I can really tell what's the real story.
Aaron does read the room pretty well.
Like, I can that's one of his qualities. I can look through bullshit. I know, like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And then, not trying to be funny, but you also can't pay attention to popularity, because I swear to God, we don't, but people buy followers, people buy all type of shit. So it's like, you can't even, in our generation, you can't even look like, damn, she's so da-da-da-da-da, nigga. You thirsting over her thinking she's so popular, nigga, she bought them followers. You feel me?
That's another thing too.
So, and then me and her didn't see firsthand. I'm talking about like, firsthand, like, y'all that probably did it. You ever go to somebody's page and they got, I mean, our followers jump because if we go viral on TikTok or YouTube vid does good, but like, y'all done been firsthand, you can't get like down because you see somebody with way more followers doing the same job as you, because you never know how they got them followers. You feel me? They could have paid a rapper for a shout out, mm-hmm. They could have bought them. You know how many times y'all done seen it too? A girl or a nigga that had, I done seen niggas that had 2,000 followers, and then I just come across their page 3 days later and they got 13.2K or 15.9K, and it'd be crazy because you can read that shit. Because I'm just good at that. Nigga, how you got 18,000 followers but you only get 200 likes?
And to
how you got 18,000 followers but you only get 3 comments, nigga? Where's the other 17,996 followers that you feel?
And to just another tip, like if you did want to do social media as your job, if that's something that you wanted to do, companies and management teams, they will look into that. They will look at.
If you plan on having a real job in social media, do not buy followers, because we have a management team. And a management team, they can look into that.
They make you send in your analytics, all of that stuff.
Analytics, they'll tell if you buying followers and shit, because your shit should match up. They'll make you send in, they basically got your email, your password, like they look into all that.
They don't got your email and your password.
They don't really ask for your email and password, but if you sign to a management team or you want brand deals, they'll ask for your analytics. Bro, they ask all the information to know to the point where
if your stuff's
they'll really tell you, like, if you got this many followers, your story view should be like this. It should be this many saves and shares on each picture at least. Like they can tell you by followers. So if you want to do social media as a job and you want brand deals and shit, and you think, oh, I'm about to buy 30,000 followers and now I'm gonna get brand deals, they'll really tell you, like, your page must be like, you feel me, you bought followers because you're not getting that. Because at the end of the day, and we've seen in our brand and our management team to tell you, if you can have 30,000 followers getting this much, but if they look at the analytics and somebody with 6,000 followers is getting this much, they're going to take the 6,000 as real with the real engagement. That's true. So it's like, you basically, like I said, that social media is fake. So you just got to do it for yourself and stay true to yourself. Don't feel like, damn, she got this, I need to buy this. Because you want the true supporters at the end of the day. It's no point to have 10,000 ghost followers. What does that do?
I've never understood. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it, but likes and comments and shit, that don't validate nothing. It really does not validate anything at all. Like, once you step off social media, you walk out into real life, none of that matters. I mean, sure, it might get you into somewhere, gets you somewhere that you might want to be, but at the end of the day, like, it's never that serious to go buy followers, to go buy likes.
It's a lot of rich.
Just be you. Just be you.
That's what happens, man. That's my little just tune for what I want to. You feel me? Just play it around. But like, nah. But that all comes back to, there's a lot of rich niggas without social media at all.
I was just about to say that.
So for you to even want to buy followers and shit, that's how you know clout's a drug. Like, clout's really a drug. Because there's rich niggas with social media at all. But here's what I will say. I understand why though, because a lot of validation is through social media. You could go to a club, and they'll let a nigga in because he got 50,000 followers on Instagram. You feel me? That's what comes back if it's being real.
That's why I said it could get you some things, that you might want. But in a sense of, like, say if you aren't doing social media at all, that's not your job or anything like that. Why? It's never that serious to go buy likes or buy followers.
Here's why I say clout is a drug, because you shouldn't buy them at all. Because like I said, people will figure out eventually. But I'm saying, it'd be funny when
and it's just corny
people
at the end of the day.
it's corny as fuck at the end of the day. But people don't do YouTube. People want to do TikTok. They'll have nothing to do with social media. They'll be a fucking nurse or something, like just a random job that ain't got shit to do with social media, buying likes and followers. It's not that serious. Your job ain't even social media. You just want somebody to come across your page like, damn, she got.
And I've seen too, like, and at least in girls, like, the amount of likes you get does not determine how cute you are. I've seen so many cute girls that follow me that have like 1,000 followers, and they're beautiful, and they don't have hundreds of thousands of followers. Like, that doesn't mean anything. You can be cute as hell with 5 followers. As long as you cute. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying?
That's facts. For my mom, a lot of rich niggas with no followers. That's fine. I know a lot of niggas I know that's up ain't heavily on social media like that. So you feel me? I mean, it go either way.
I mean, social media is not for everybody.
Yeah, but I will say, it is a lot of pros. Like I said, jobs, you could get a lot of shit for free. Brand deals, a lot of people ain't gotta go through the government and work these slave ass jobs no more.
Right.
I think the positive definitely outweigh the cons in social media.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they do. It's just you got your people who always fuck stuff up for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's everything.
And that's with anything in life. And another thing too, with social media, if you are gonna be, for the people that say like, oh, social media ruins relationships or da. You have to make sure, one, you have a solid ass relationship. So that could be a whole other podcast in itself, just talking about, key to healthy relationships, the kind of people you should be with, not be with, looking for signs, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just want to add that in there.
I was about to say, because where a lot of people just got to do, they just got to start reading the room and know how to read people. Because if you're if you're somebody involved in social media, you can tell if somebody's genuine or, you feel me, you can tell if they just want to use you or date you for this or use you for that.
Yeah.
Act like friends for this. Like, you can tell about all that. You feel me?
I feel like too, at least for me, that's why I like to keep my circle so small. I just feel like a bad habit that I have is I always think everybody's out to get me. I think that like everybody is automatically fake or there's a secret agenda behind something that somebody's doing. So that's automatically my first thing that I'm already thinking in my head.
I was about to say,
which is bad. I need to get better at that. But people be proving me otherwise every trip. So like,
sure. I was about to say, and I will say in reverse to what I'm saying about the fake and shit, social media do kind of second aspect that like, yeah, you flex, but at the same time, then people will start hating super fast. Like they think because like somebody would think you're the shit, like they'll think that you're in their head, so they'll try to hate on you for it. Like right. For example, she got damn near 20,000 followers. She'll just post a picture, but there's a girl out there like, who does she think she is? She didn't think she was.
Like, girl, I ain't do nothing.
She's just taking a picture. You take a picture, but since she got more clout than her, who does she think she like? Social media is really like money. It's like the root of all evil.
And too, it all comes down to like, shit. I just had a brain fart. Fuck. What were we just talking about?
Like, people think you the shit if you got hella followers or something on social media. Like, if you got more clout than somebody.
Oh, and that's what I was gonna say. There's always going to be somebody that has more something than you, more like followers, money, cuter.
You're never going to be like, I got the most money in the world.
Right. So
I got the most followers in the world. Like, I mean, like, yeah, you can.
Unless you're like fucking Ariana Grande.
I know, and you supposed to strive for that, but it's like, it's always going to be, you got to think, it's millionaires right now, like, cocky. Like, nigga, I'm a millionaire. I got 30 million. Like, say, for example, it's Lil Baby. Lil Baby probably, nigga, I'm trying to get to 100 million. Do you feel me? He like, man, nigga, we started from nothing. We got million, nigga, we dog shit rich, which is cool for him. He know he not doing. I'm just saying, like, even him know. It's like, compared to the richest nigga in the world, you got a far way to go. You feel me? Like,
it comes down to, at the end of the day,
you gotta be humble. You gotta grind. I'm gonna tell you, social media, that's another thing. Instead of buying shit, just grind. If you grind on different apps,
I mean, treat yourself sometimes. Don't get me wrong.
If you grind, shit will come. On social media, all you gotta do is grind and stay humble. That's the key.
That's what I was gonna say.
Consistency, grind, and stay humble.
Whether it's social media, that's something you're aiming for. Social media, money, numbers, all that. Find yourself being humble through it all, because all that shit could be taken from you tomorrow. Like, you never know what could happen. You never know what tomorrow holds. Like,
you gotta think. I'll be thinking that about social media. Like, hella niggas are employed through social media. What if tomorrow we just woke up and YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that shit was deleted, and our government was just like, no more internet? You know how many niggas would be out of jobs? So it's like, you can't take that shit for granted. You feel me? Mm-hmm. This shit is a privilege at the end of the day.
Bottom line is, always be humble. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that my mom always taught me. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was little, I used to really think that I was, like, I did think I was the shit. And when you're younger, you don't know any better until you have, you know, people around you teaching you. My mom would always be like, as soon as she see me, my head getting a little too big, she'd be like, Anna, now remember, da-da-da. So it's like, you know,
you'll just go through those levels. Put it like this: everybody y'all know out there that is cocky, not humble, like we all know that super cocky person, they always get humbled eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
At some point.
And damn near like everybody I know besides
full circle on your ass.
Like, Floyd, cocky as fuck, he 50 and I don't think he ever been humble. But then in the middle of his career, he went to jail for it. So it's like, I feel like if you cocky,
I mean, but he's cocky, but with with sense.
Yeah, I was about to say,
like, you can be cocky. Don't get me wrong.
You can be confident and cocky, like, because when you do this social media shit or you do this boxing shit or rapping shit, whatever you want to do, if you put in enough hours, you're gonna be confident and cocky. Because like how we feel, like, you know, niggas got me fucked up. Like, we been grinding on this shit. Niggas is shit. You feel me? Like right now, nigga, the Raiders and Ravens game on. You feel me? I could have watched the game, but you gotta do work. So once your numbers start going up, you gonna be like, yeah, I deserve this shit. But at the same time, you just gotta stay humble and give all praise to the man above. And you feel me? Like, this shit can be taken away whenever.
Agree. What's the next topic, boo-boo?
Let's just give it up for that little segment right there. But I feel like the next topic we should.
Do you guys like these videos? Like, your guys?
Yeah, I feel like one a week. Episode 1 this week, episode 2 next week, and we just keep it going all the way to episode 3,000, whatever.
Let us know what y'all would want to see next week.
Comment what y'all want us to talk about. We'll talk about anything from aliens to the vaccine Because I really do believe aliens is real. Especially since I moved to Las Vegas, Nevada, there's definitely some alien shit out. Either way, from aliens to the vaccine to the government to love to movies to we'll talk about anything. So y'all just let us know in the comments. This is just our first episode, so we just filling this shit out.
We just kind of felt like social media would be a good one to touch on first.
Anna's second option was that she wanted to touch on was how to choose the right man or the right woman.
I mean, I feel like that could be a whole nother video in itself, but I guess we could go ahead and talk about that. Okay, you go first. It's good. I feel like our podcast could be good too because you're getting a dude's perspective and a girl's perspective, and I'm gonna keep it hot all the time, whether I agree with him or not.
I'm keeping it 100% G. So you feel me? How to pick the right woman is easy. I mean, but then again, like I feel like a lot of people can't read the room, read through bullshit like I can. Like a lot of y'all probably can, like me, y'all can read through bullshit, but a lot of people can't. Before you get with a girl, unless it's a one night stand or something, before you get with a girl, you obviously know her or been following her. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So if she has been a genuine, loving, family oriented, or you feel me, a loyal person, then that's what you're gonna get. I'm not judging nobody or nothing, but if she's in the streets, as our generation would say, you feel me? If she's in the streets being not loyal, or she wasn't loyal to him, then what makes you think when she get with you, she's gonna be loyal?
Now let me tell you something. You don't think people can change?
No, you don't listen to me. Even in the podcast, you don't listen. When you play this back, you go like, damn, I really don't listen.
I'm not gonna lie. I hopped on Instagram for a second because I posted some questions on, not questions, but what topics y'all would want to see. So I just want to see if anybody responded yet, and y'all did. People coming in with ideas. So
I just said that people do change, but I say 5% of people change, 95% don't. Usually people bullshit.
Some people be too stuck in their ways.
Some people just be stuck in, or they be cocky. They ain't gonna be like that on me. You feel me? But it's like, all right, then you feel me? I'm not talking about on the first date. Yeah. I'm talking about like after y'all chill multiple. And that's another thing. I'm the type of nigga after I chill with you once or twice, I know. You feel me?
So what you think about me the first time we hung out?
Yeah, exactly. We here and we like first time I already knew like it's over. You feel me? I'm gonna pursue this. You feel me? But we didn't all chill. Me, you, be honest, y'all. We didn't all chill with somebody in the first date. We didn't left like that nigga. That nigga will see me again. I'll tell you that. You feel me? We didn't all, bro. I didn't been at a girl's crib before, and while I was no, I'm saying no sexual shit. But I'm just saying I didn't been at a girl's crib before, and while I was chilling in her crib, thought to myself like, when I leave here, she ain't gonna never see me again.
Okay, so honestly, I'm gonna have to branch off a lot of what Aaron said. We have these kind of talks. Stop it. We have these kind of talks all the time, and I was kind of telling him like, for our podcast, a lot of the conversations that we have together, like, are conversations that we could use on our podcast. For example, this is definitely something that we've talked about before, but...
I was about to say, even for a girl, like, I feel like you can't be cocky. Like, I feel like, in a way, like, say if a nigga, like, I just cheated on my last 15 girlfriends, nigga, that's what I'll do. And then he slide in your DMs like, you so cute, I'll change my life for you. Like, not trying to be funny, niggas do change, but most likely, if you, a week later, if you like, he cheated on me, it's kind of like,
I mean, he did. Damn, sis.
You just cheated on 15 before, you feel me? So it's just kind of like, you got to be able to read the room. Yeah. But girls be like, I'm the baddest thing ever. Right. He ain't going to cheat on me. A month later. Chicken ass nigga. So it's like, I mean, like, you just got to read the room. Like,
that is a really good point that Aaron just made, because you could be the cutest girl, you know, the best, you know, all that, but if you ain't for him, you just ain't for him.
Yeah, like, so it's like, you just gotta, I say, to find the right woman or man, you just gotta find somebody who has similar interests in you and the same view of life on you. Because a lot of people, they might be right, but they just got different views on life. You got, you feel me? Like, so it's just like, it ain't gonna work. You just gotta find somebody with a similar interest, same views on life as you.
Like, I'm sorry.
And just carry themselves how you want your partner, or how you will want your partner to carry themselves.
Right, so everything that you would expect somebody to do for you, you should also expect the same about yourself.
That's why
things just shouldn't be one-sided, and that's also what I was gonna say is sometimes, a lot of the time, it also has to do with social media too. Girls have this that guys should be all of these things, and they don't even be half the things that they want the nigga to be.
Okay, so I had to pause for a second because I don't know how I forgot to say this, but same thing goes for dudes though. Like dudes expect girls to be all these things, perfect this, perfect that, perfect, and it's like, look at yourself. Do you have that? Are you that? Like, really think about it before you expect all of these qualities out of a woman. You feel me?
A girl would be living with their mom, or just moved out their mom's crib, got their first apartment. Basically, just living average, which is nothing fine with that. How probably everybody is when they first start developing. But then, want a nigga who make this much money, who drive this car, who do this, who.
Yeah, I just feel like too, especially.
I'd rather build with somebody. Why you want to hop on that?
I just feel like too, especially in your early 20s, like it's rare that everybody has their life together, everything's figured out. So if you're a girl in your young 20s and you're expecting him to have this, and you got this, and this, like that just don't. And same for a dude though.
Yeah,
Same for a dude.
I mean? And that's another reason why I feel like I don't agree with the tweet. You know, we done all seen it. Like single me and relationship me are two different people. I mean, for y'all or anybody else. You gotta remember, this is all opinionated. You feel me? So y'all might think different. And y'all
leave your opinions about anything that we say in the comments.
But for me, it's like I don't really agree with single me and relationship me. But then again, everybody like there's somebody out there for everybody. Like who y'all think might be like the ugliest, nasty person. I swear there's somebody out there who would love them. You feel me? So it's like it's somebody out there for everybody. But for me personally, like that single me and relationship me, two different people. Like. I'm not gonna date you because say if single you is this loud trap, whatever it is, some obnoxious shit. I mean, we don't start off by dating, so we would start off by being single, right? So if single you is that, how are we ever gonna date? Because all I'm seeing is single you, and I'm not gonna want to date that.
Right. A lot of the time.
So it's like you can't move crazy single and then expect a nigga to date. I see so many girls move crazy single. And then like relationship me is different, but no niggas ever gonna want to figure out what relationship you is like because they see what single you is like.
That's true.
You feel me? So it's like I don't agree with that. I feel like single or relationship, yeah, you can have fun, do what you do, but I'm just saying I feel like single relationship, I'll carry myself the same. You feel me? Like I'm still gonna be this regardless. Like whether
like you should have standards that you hold yourself to.
Yeah, like whether it's like you feel me, whatever the situation is, I'm still gonna be this regardless. So, and I feel like that says a lot about you. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Why would you want to date somebody who
acts one way when they're single?
This girl or boy got a reputation as she could be in, or he could be in, whatever. They could be in a relationship for 3 years, and the day they break up, they going crazy. Well, I know not to date you because you disrespectful. The day we break up, you gonna go do. You feel me? So it's just like you gotta be. That all comes back though to reading the room and being able to read somebody and just. You don't just meet somebody and like, hey, you want to date?
Right. I feel like that's the mistake that a lot of people do nowadays too, is that they hop into relationships because I mean, who doesn't want to be loved? Who doesn't want somebody to be with all the time? You know, that's what mostly everybody nowadays is out here looking for is love, somebody to be with. And I feel like people make the mistake of hopping in a relationship so soon.
At the end of the day, there's nothing better than love. Mm-hmm. I mean, like money. People argue money, but it's like. Say if you had, I mean, I understand, I'm the type of nigga that when people buy money don't buy happiness, I'm like, shit. Buy happiness for me, nigga. I'll tell you that. And I'm that type of nigga. I think money
right. I think so too. I mean,
just to be real, I feel like money do buy happiness, but at the same time, the reason I say love is stronger is because, say, you woke up by yourself and you had $1 million,
right?
But nobody loved you,
right?
Like say everybody hated you. I mean, yeah, you have $1 million, you can eat what you want, buy what you want, but it ain't the same with love. Mm-hmm. Now, if you got $1 million and a lot of people love you, that'd be the funnest time in the world. You feel me? It's like, I don't know. I feel like love, people say money don't buy happiness, which I shit, it do to me, but at the end of the day, I say love is better than money. You feel me? So it's like.
I agree. I definitely agree.
But then again, that's what's wrong with our generation. A lot of people don't. There's a lot of couples out here that if you offered the girl $100,000 to break up with their nigga, they're gonna break up with their nigga.
You couldn't pay me enough money to not be with him. Yeah, I don't care if you offered me.
Niggas gonna cap, but there's a lot of niggas out here that if we had cash right now, like, man, here go $400,000, bro. Break up with her. A lot of niggas gonna.
Because you know what?
Is it serious? Am I going to be able to
and it should be, this is how you know somebody's the one. That $400,000 shouldn't mean shit to you because, in your head you should be thinking, we gonna get that together. Fuck that $400,000. Like, I'm not thinking about that shit.
That's why I see a lot of...
Like those TikToks that people be like, I'll give you 20K right now if you kiss him, or you know,
that's like I damn near think that's like selling your soul.
Right.
Shit. Like that's him. I find that like one of them niggas that one of your TikTok niggas was watching, I'd probably sock you if you came up to me and said that shit. Like, nigga, what the fuck you think I'm gonna put? Oh, 20K, let me get out on my knees. You feel me? Like,
then I might double back and sock you.
Fuck, nigga, like we gonna get that regardless with each other. You feel what I'm trying to say? So it's like
that's just another big thing of why relationships don't last is motherfuckers don't know how to build together. They want people to be.
That's a real reason.
They want people to be all the way up here when they first find them.
Nigga, y'all can go back and see. It looked nice.
Wait, I do want to touch on something though. But say because I said, you know, females expect this and this and this. Now don't get me wrong, if you're a female, you got all your shit together, there's no problem with wanting, you know, wanting to do that.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. But I mean, that goes for, like I said, all this goes for, it's not one-sided.
You just have to think of things as equal, basically.
Yeah, like, bro, just think of things as equal. And, like, I like what she said. You just got to want to build with somebody. Because, like, you go back and watch your first apartment, it might look nice on the inside, but we was in the middle of the hood on my mom. You can go check. St. Clair. I'm talking about gunshots every single night.
We would literally have our window open.
Our Ring camera, you know how you got a Ring camera, it report, like, gunshots 2 miles away. Somebody broke in my car. Like the Ring camera report everything from different people's Ring camera. And my Ring camera's still set up for that location. I get shit every night. I just be at our new apartment. Like, damn, this feel good. Look, babe. Gunshots 2 miles.
Okay, no, that's not a good thing.
No, that's not a good thing. I'm just saying, like,
the fact
look
that
how far we came though. But we did a whole year there. I mean, yeah, I'm from the hood. Like, niggas can be from that, but I'm saying we just did a whole year together. In the hood.
We sure
a lot of
did.
couples would have broke up the shit we went through. You feel me what I'm trying to say? So it's like, but we made it out, and now look, we live in a resort style apartment in Las Vegas.
We live in one of the nicest neighborhoods in Las Vegas.
Yeah, like, bro, fun fact.
You can't tell them who lives here.
Yeah, we'll just blur it out. But just know a rich ass nigga, a billionaire, lived like 7 minutes from us.
When we found that out, it was like, no fucking
You know,
way.
I tried to pull up on my mom. I tried to pull up. When I pulled up, they had security, armed, everything.
But that's anything in Las Vegas, though. Like, everything is super gated.
Well, at least where we live, everything.
Even normal neighborhoods. I mean, our neighborhood's normal too. But like, I'm saying like, regular places, they all everything's gated. Yeah, it's
cool. You feel me? It's safe. But nah, so that's that. That's just a touch on that. You gotta. I like when she said you gotta be willing to build with somebody. You feel me? You can't.
That's really dead ass why relationships I feel don't work nowadays. People don't know how to build together.
And I feel like our generation, everybody's selfish. Everybody wants shit they way.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Nobody want to compromise and change
I'm not
together.
like, nah, bro. You gonna be? I'm gonna let you know right now. If you want a healthy relationship, you're gonna have to be 50-50 with everything. Like shit that you. Like, y'all gotta talk, it's communication, y'all gotta talk about everything. Like, you gotta be able to be honest, do this, you gotta be able to change it. Like, you can't be selfish, like, I always did that my whole life.
Mm-hmm. And I always tell
your partner
too.
might not like that, so now you might have to do this, you feel me?
Right.
Or, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, well, you live with somebody now, so you might have to do this, you feel me? Like, you can't be selfish and only do shit your way.
And I can't lie, I was a super selfish person before I met Aaron, but that's how you know that you really love somebody, because I'm so selfless when it comes to us being together. Like, I don't care about none of that. I feel like a lot of my selfishness when
Wrong sound effect. My bad. I don't really know this shit like that yet.
But yeah, no, real shit. We just speak. This podcast is real. We just speak in the real, basically. I just feel like this was a good way for them to kind of get to know where our head be at and what kind of people we are.
But yeah, I'm an outgoing person, so I talk about anything.
Yeah.
I talk about the ghetto, the privilege, like I said, marijuana, aliens, ghosts, demons, whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm willing to talk about because we get high and we probably gonna talk about aliens, ghosts, and demons tonight anyway. So
also,
like,
too, babe.
Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry, you guys should have cut him off. I'm really that's a problem.
No, she don't cut me off more.
I need to really work on that. So before y'all, and I know if we're gonna do a podcast, I need to not cut him off. So I promise y'all, I'm gonna.
How to start a YouTube channel? We'll talk about anything.
But
as y'all can see, we about to get serious with this podcast shit, and we got 2 more seats, so we might be having some special guests.
Yes.
Also,
if you guys,
no. So here's what I was thinking, babe. Here's what I was thinking, babe.
What were you thinking?
I mean, if you're in Las Vegas and you want to hit us up, you can be a special guest on the podcast. But here's what I was.
Oh my gosh, that'd be such a good idea.
You could be a special. So if you're in Las Vegas ever and you hit us up, you can be a special guest on the podcast. And I was also thinking that,
or any other content creators out here.
Yeah, or any other content creators out here. There are 2 more seats with 2 more microphones and 2 more headphones, so we can do 4 people and talk about something. And I was also thinking that we might do, like, say our 3rd episode on this, like we do an episode a week or our 4th episode, just an episode down the line that we, like a real radio station, we can have different subscribers call in and ask us questions on live. Like, just ask us questions as we're recording. You will have to see past some shit, you feel me? It ain't always gonna be perfect.
Trust me, there's some things that Aaron do that be on my damn motherfucking nerve.
There's some shit that she do that be on my, like, you gotta realize moving in with somebody, that shit is a big change from you chilling by yourself.
You mean to tell me you didn't want to move in with me?
No, shut up, man. So say you got your own little night routine, moving in with somebody, you can still have it, but shit just be different. Like, I used to have my night routine when I had my own apartment. It'd be nighttime, I get my little blunt, roll my little blunt, put my TV show on, order my little food. I'd just be chilling, you feel me? But then, now I can still do the same thing, my routine now.
I'm not saying still do the same thing.
But now I gotta hear, why is that weed on the table? A whole bunch of, you feel me? And it's like, I could be like, man, she be tripping, man. I can't live with you. But it's like, I gotta understand from her point. I gotta understand from her point. She's used to having a clean house. Before she met me, her shit was always clean. So she's not trying to see ashes and weed everywhere like it's the trap. So it's like, now I just know, like, damn. Like, when I first met her, I love all my brothers to death. But like, I started going outside more because my shit used to be everybody at my crib. But when I met her, I'm like, I'm not about to trap the shit out with my girl there, you feel me? Yeah. That just ain't smart regardless, you feel me? But it's just certain shit that you gotta pivot back on and like see the smartest approach from shit, you feel me?
Right. We just want to have a lot of variety on our channel. We don't want to be stuck in the same what all the couples do on YouTube. Like, we want to be
like every week.
I don't know what I'm like
every week. Today you might get a podcast video talking about some deep shit or some funny shit or some aliens or sports. You never know what it is. And then 2 days later, you might get a vlog of us just living a day in Las Vegas. 2 days after that, you might get a reaction video or you might get a prank. It's just our channel is just going to be built on diversity, you feel me? And I just like that personally because it's different and because that's just the type of people we are. If you guys ever met us in person and y'all chill with us for more than 2 days, we're those type of people. We're the type of people, if you come spend the night at our crib, 3 in the morning, you gonna hear us walking out the door. Where y'all going? Shit, to get a smoothie? We always just go on the fly. You feel me? Like 3 in the morning, get a smoothie. Like I'm one of those people, like I told y'all before, you only live once. So I do believe in doing random funny shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I just like diversity and change and shit. I'm not trying to have one of them channels that it's the same thing. You know, the channel where it's just every video is the same. Guess what I did? Guess what we did? Guess what happened? Guess what she did to him? Like, that shit get old. So it's like, I like diversity. And I like, I feel like a podcast, you can connect with them more, you feel me?
Yeah, that's why somebody said, let us know you guys more. Like, so I feel like this will be really good in that sense. Hopefully we don't scare too many people off, but I think we're pretty personable people and reasonable. So.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Anything we said is opinionated, and we don't judge nobody. You could do yourself. If you a girl out there
you can do you, but that's just how.
Yeah, I was about to say that was our opinion. If you a girl out there,
at least looking into a partner, like if you okay, let me just stop.
No, I'm just saying, like, I got brothers and niggas who might not have the same views as me. You feel me?
Period, poo. Yeah, I feel like this.
I feel like we gonna wrap.
This is a 40-minute video. Don't judge it.
I feel like we gonna wrap up the first podcast right now, just because it's been pretty long and it wasn't really a necessary topic because it was just our first episode. So this was AG and Honest Podcast, episode 1. We're gonna drop once a week. So the second one will be next week. So just comment under this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, but make sure
you comment, share, and subscribe.
And follow us on Instagram,
and TikTok.
That'll be at the beginning of the video. But make sure you comment on this video or DM us on Instagram. Y'all got till next Sunday, for real, to comment or DM us what y'all want the next topic to be about. And episode 2 that comes out next week will be about that topic, whatever went into most. So, whether, like I said, it's sports, relationship advice, aliens, demons, the vaccine, whatever. It's like, we'll talk about anything on Adriana's podcast. Give it up for Adriana. But we love y'all, you feel me? We're going to always love y'all. Adriana, thank you guys for supporting us. And I just appreciate everything until episode 2.
Yep, I'm super glad that we actually sat down to do this today for you guys.
I don't know why I keep holding this. It just feels good.
This is something, this is actually Aaron's, idea to actually get started on it. But obviously, once we moved here and we seen there was a podcast, they were like, oh shit, we should use that.
To be real, it was my idea. like.
He initiated.
I was about to say, but at the same time, from the time we moved here, like before, when we were still in Ohio and Columbus, from the time we got this apartment and we was looking at all of the amenities, as soon as we saw the podcast studio before we even moved here, we was already on some like, oh, we got to do the podcast. It brings diversity to the channel. You feel me? It's a beastie thing to do.
Right.
You can connect more. And how are you YouTubers with a podcast studio and don't use it?
At your apartment at that. I'm still trying to talk into this.
This shit is 30 seconds away from our front door. Why would we not use it?
Right.
Use your resources.
So with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video.
Our first podcast.
Leave a big thumbs up if you guys do like these kind of videos. Give us your opinions, your thoughts in the comments on anything we talked about. On the comments, all that shit. So yeah, that's pretty much all we got for today, y'all. And yeah, we didn't take a thumbnail yet. The life of being a YouTuber.
Let's take one. We love to support Adriana, and we gonna keep grinding for y'all. So just like, comment, subscribe, and share. And
like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we just love y'all. Thank you so much for everything. Amen.